Last week ended with a fairly subdued tone for equity markets as investors began to get a little bit worried about the global economy once again. In the US, they were closed for the holiday period for Thanksgiving holidays. However, the news out of Dubai was the biggest news for later on in the week. Dubai World, with $60 billion in liabilities, has announced that they will seek to delay repayment of their debt. This is big news for world markets, and now investors are getting a little bit concerned whether another one of these will pop up around the world. As a whole, the region is now in question, and Dubai is now the sixth most likely country to default on their sovereign liabilities. Equity markets were down later on in the week, especially in Europe and in Asia. On the currency front, the New Zealand dollar was back again, and on Monday morning was trading just over 71 cents to the US dollar. Initially last week, we saw global currencies strengthen against the US dollar. The US Federal Reserve was out once again talking about their interest rate policy. They have suggested that they will not be in a position to start increasing their interest rates for some time yet. This also means that US interest rates will likely widen in terms of differential against most other global economies. As a result of this, the US dollar did weaken later on in the week. And this was mainly because of the Dubai debt fiasco, which is starting to unfold around the place. The New Zealand dollar was weakening against the US dollar as a result of this, and of course on Monday morning was trading at around 71 cents against the US. One US beef industry expert has suggested that we are not to expect an increase in beef prices until we see a big change in demand levels. Prior to the recession, he thought that demand would only drop by around 2 to 3%. In fact, recently we have seen wholesale demand decrease by close to 10 to 15%. Food service demand is now the weakest it has been in 30 years. This has had an effect on New Zealand beef schedule prices. Slaughter is well down in New Zealand for this time of year, and this has probably enabled meat companies to maintain their schedule prices just a little bit. However, as things unfold through the season, we should expect to see further decreases in New Zealand beef schedule prices.